Okay, Matt. Things haven't been going too well until this weekend. Has this team turned a corner?
Well, I don't think you can ever get too ahead of yourself. We're just happy with the effort everyone put in this weekend. We got 4 points, made up a little bit of ground looking at the results of around the league. But again, you can't get too high right now. Things haven't really been going our way, but we got to take the positives out of this weekend and look forward to a big one next weekend.
Well, most certainly they don't get much bigger than what you've got ahead of you next weekend. What are your feelings about that? I mean, the fact that you found a bit of form this weekend after a dodgy run, does that fill you with, does it put some ballast behind you?
I think, well, if you take the positives out of tonight, like team-wise, I thought we played hard and maybe let off the gas a little bit there in the second period, but we came out, battled our way to third. Maybe felt we could have been a little bit more fortunate on the goal-scoring end, but at the same time, like building that game for what's coming this weekend. But I think it's crucial to just have a tremendous week of practice, everybody working hard, everybody in, right attitudes, and let the rest take care of itself.
Has it always been the right attitude? It seems to be a close-knit group.
Yeah, I think it's been the right attitude. Even when things weren't going our way, I thought like just the dressing room we have here, everyone cares about each other. There's no issues or anything like that. It just felt like we got a little bit unlucky and not playing a full 60. It just came back to bite us in those last couple games before this weekend. But at the same time, I think we got a really close connect group, like you said.
Yeah. So now you're only 5 points behind Belfast with a game in hand. Their loss at Coventry paints a whole new picture now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, but at the same time, you got to take it game by game. It's like we're playing all these teams coming down the stretch, and you got to take it one game at a time and let the rest take care of itself.
Yeah. Jonathan Phillips told me the other week when he'd lost 3 straight games that he thought that the team had lacked a killer instinct and maybe was short on confidence. If that was the case, is it back now, do you think?
Well, you would like to think so, looking at the results of this weekend. It was two close games for the first little bit there. Then we kind of got that big goal, which was that killer instinct. Last night it was Scotty Allen, tonight it was Champini. And just getting that nice separated goal let everyone breathe a little bit easy, but also showing us like we got to close out games, finish a full 60 here, because I feel like those couple games we're letting teams hang around too long. It's not that we weren't outplaying them or anything like that. It was just like letting them linger around. Then next thing you know, a couple mistakes and a little unfortunate. Bucks on the back of our net and so a new game.
Yeah. So going into this weekend, you were the top point scorer for Steelers in League and Challenge Cup, which is great, and you thoroughly deserve that, obviously. But is there a sort of another side to this that maybe forwards should be scoring more goals and assists than defensemen?
I don't know. I think it's just fortunate for me to be getting the right balances, to be honest. Like, forwards are doing their job, screening goalies in front of them, shooting from the point. They're getting real good screens. And I think our forwards are working hard, and I think it just goes to show that the balance we have, like the scoring, it's not just like a couple guys getting it. It's a pretty well-balanced lineup, and I think that's just going to pay dividends coming down the stretch here and heading into the playoffs.
It's all been a bit 50-50 up in this weekend in terms of wins and losses. Do you still enjoy it as much when things aren't going well? I know I take your point that the dressing room stays together, but this is a job after all, isn't it?
It is, and it's tough. Losing's never fun. But like coming to the rink every day with a group of guys like we have just makes it a little bit better. Now we pick each other up, but like obviously losing's never fun, no matter what kind of line of work you're in.
Yeah. When somebody like Petgrave, who's put so much effort in, is a healthy scratch, it's wonderful to see him come back and show just the same effort as he always does. What sort of a character is that guy?
Yeah, it's just the amount of work he puts in. Like, you guys don't see it because you guys don't watch practice that much, but just the work this guy puts in. He's always the hardest one to break the puck out against in practice. Like, he's always working hard. He's always like in the mix. Kind of really annoying to play against, and that goes to show he's the same player in the game. So having him slide back in the lineup like tonight, not being upset about like healthy scratch, I'm sure he was a little bit, but to come in and play like he did tonight with that kind of fire and desire, I'm just lucky to have a guy like that on our team.
Foxy told me that Pichet's had an operation. A lousy time for that to happen as we get to the business end of the season. What are your thoughts for him? And if you win something, it'd be nice to see him at the rink holding that cup up, wouldn't it?
It would. Like, missing a guy like Peace, definitely leaves a big hole in our back lineup, but I think certain guys have stepped up and try to fill it as much as possible. I don't know if the shoes are possible to fill it, to be honest. With a guy that can shoot a puck like that and play defense like he does, he's missed right now, and we're just looking forward to when he can come back and join us again for whatever's down the road here.
Just final question on Belfast. I know Guildford and Cardiff are very much in the frame as well, but they're still top. What's the main difference in quality or generally between Sheffield and Belfast?
Good question. I don't think you have me stumped there, because we only played them 4 times, so it's not like we're watching like all the video on them. But like the games in Belfast, I thought we got off to a slow start. Game 1, battled our way back almost, and kind of a mistake at the end. Obviously, wasn't the result we wanted. Then the second game, I thought we played really well, and I thought maybe if we had that little bit of scoring touch there in the third in overtime, it would have been a different result, and we'd be talking about different things. But they're obviously a very good team over there, but I think we got a very good team over here. And once everybody's healthy, and we've got a couple guys sick again, I think it's going to be a different team dynamic again, like a better one, sorry.
Does it matter? Well, obviously you want to win silverware here, but will that influence whether you'd probably stay next year? In other words, if you don't win anything, will it be less appealing to stay next year when you come to make your decision?
Well, we'll do that when the time comes, but I love playing here. I think anybody that talks to me knows that, how much I enjoy this city and this team, this organization, top down. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.